Hello everyone, my name is SlothFang and we're here with another unboxing. Two packages actually. Alright, so I cut open both of them. One's kind of popping out already, and this one, well, the game's in there. This first one is from Lukey Games. The typical shipping label, brouhaha, and so we have, ta-da! Let's see what is in this, shall we? We have here, ladies and gentlemen, Final Fantasy Origins, Final Fantasy 1 and 2, the actual second game, not what was released as 2 but was really 4 or vice versa. But yes, remastered edition, Square Enix. Released in originally 87 to 88, but then 2000, 2001 came over to the PS1. Show you the back here. Let's open it, shall we? Well, actually, come on. Okay, there we go. So we open it. I really like the, let's see if we can get the disc. I really like what the disc is. And let me see the quality. I'm gonna on camera see and voice, you know, any concerns and whatnot. So the main disc itself is fine, but the inside of the actual tray, you can see it's kind of scratched to hell. I paid less than 30 bucks including shipping for this, so I'm not too worried about that. I will play it in a moment off screen just to make sure it works. But let's look at the manual, shall we? There's quite a bit here. So as you go through, you have Final Fantasy 1, the information about characters, movement, and whatnot, like the card and such, and then characters as well. Furion, adopted by Leon's parents, blah blah blah, and menu commands. That's pretty cool. I like how Final Fantasy X-2, there was an ad at the back for that game, which is pretty cool. And then get this one there. So that one's done. I really enjoy getting mail. I mean, even if I not like the typical "you're pre-approved for renting, you're spending too much money on your car." And it's like I don't want this junk mail. But here we go. Oh wow! So look at this. Unboxing wrapping, and this one's actually sealed. But this is Final Fantasy 4 and Chrono Trigger. Final Fantasy 4 was previously released as Final Fantasy 2. So what had happened is Final Fantasy 2 and 3. So 1, 2, and 3. 1 was released on the NES, and then 2 and 3 were coming out. And at that time, games took a little bit longer to come out on the America region in Europe versus Japan. And so because of that, when 4 was releasing, they're like, oh, we'll just release this as Final Fantasy 2 in the US. So that doesn't confuse them, even though it's so confusing. It wasn't until Final Fantasy 7 when the numbering was corrected. And then most more recent releases for the past 20 years, they've more or less they've corrected the actual, you know, which ones, you know, 2, 3, and 4. 3 has not been released in America for whatever reason. I think it might have been released on the DS, if that, but under my current knowledge, like Final Fantasy 3, the actual third game, was not released ever. So I've got a Japanese copy that's patched in English that I get to play through. I will be playing through all of these, 1 through new. I've also got 7 remastered integrated on PS5, but let's do a special unboxing here today, shall we? And in fact, to help with the glare so you can actually see more of this, and less of, I'm going to put my Elgato controls, there we go. So this is a little bit easier to see. But it comes with Final Fantasy 4 and Chrono Trigger. And on the back, this is the one that's 2 discs. The first one is all in 1 disc. And it says, "It's about time. When these games came out, they defined what adventure should be. Since then, they have become the most popular and sought-after titles in history. Now you can experience the 2 Now you can experience the re-release of 2 complete classic games enhanced with all new cinemas and features never before seen in the US. Final Fantasy IV, previously released as Final Fantasy II, but has been completely restored with new magic, monsters, items, CG cinemas, and added features. Chrono Trigger is a re-release of the original game. This time-traveling prequel to the Chrono Cross is enhanced with all new animated scenes. So there's 2 discs. Final Fantasy IV, you can play 1 or 2 players. That I did not know. That's really cool. Memory cards, 1 block. Chrono Trigger, 1 player. Memory card, 1 block. And it's got the copyright release dates of 91, 95, 97, 99, 2001 for Square Enix, and then blah blah blah. So yeah, let's open this, shall we? Yeah, normally I get all these games through Lucky Games, but for games that are sold out, so I usually do a local game store pickup, and then I go through to Lucky Games, and then I check also eBay just to make sure. But Lucky Games, their pricing is almost always phenomenal. And then I found this Poppin' Games, I believe, is where I got this one, the 2 discs. Wow, that smell. But here. Final Fantasy 4. And then, so it says Final Fantasy 4 and Chrono Trigger, and then if we open up this side of the, oh, because my hand was, open up this side, you can see the disc. I caught with my foot. So yeah, look at these though. It's so cool, so awesome. So let's look at the book. This is actually a thick manual. I can see where it cuts in half, splits in half with the registration card. But from my understanding, back in the day when these came out, and I kind of want to get the original versions, solely for I want to be able to see what they were like originally, and then I'd give them to someone who wants to play it. But you know, just the ability to be able to see the original packaging, or at least the manual, see characters. Edward, Bod, Tella, Sage, Yang, Monk, Edge, Ninja, Parlum and Porom, Black, White Mages, Fasoya, a mysterious individual, you know, blah blah blah. I won't spoil too much of this game. What? Wow. Okay. Okay, now we're in Chrono Trigger because you can see Chrono and whatnot. That is super cool. This is awesome. I'm really glad I got these because I've been wanting to play them, and they're great games. Once again, I want to say I am not sponsored. No, not an advertisement for Poppin' Games or Lucky Games. This is just solely, I had a PS1. I wanted to get quality classic games. I now have over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have at least, I have roughly a dozen PS1 games. So if you'd love to see me play any of them, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to. Final Fantasy, I probably would play them, maybe even stream them. But yeah, let me know if there's a Final Fantasy game or any of these PS1 games that I own or don't own that you'd love to see me play. I'm definitely looking to expand my collection. Again, I'm all about buying games, collecting them to play them, not to, well, they're worth $1 million. Like when Super Mario Brothers were on sale for like 1.5 or whatever million. That's ridiculous. That clearly, and you look at all these games that have got skyrocketed in price. Like I could see like a Final Fantasy game that wasn't reprinted all the time. Like you look at Greatest Hits, $20 if that. Greatest Hits usually was $20 back in the day. And then if this wasn't a special bundle, you know, as it is 1 and 2, like your generic games normally were like 30 to $50. I saw a lot of them 40 to 50 if I remember right. So it was, back then was, you get one game, you play it forever, you know, you rent from, back then Blockbuster, wow. They had a summer deal where you could rent 2 games and 1 movie, unlimited, you know, and once you're done, you return it, get a new one, and you do that, and that was brilliant. I really wish someone would come out with that. I know there's Gamefly, I might log into Gamefly, because that would be pretty cool, but I've got Game Pass. Game Pass, I just, you know, put on the game, play it. PS5, I'm going to have that Premier plan because it's just like, wow, phenomenal. And I'll be able to play games I don't have. And then just buy the games that I really want to play whenever I want without having to worrying about like license coming off and on, you know, online and such. But my name is SlothFang. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't had a chance, check out one of my other videos below. I have a few other unboxing videos, as well as gameplay of games. So if you check that out, I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, subscribe, and the video recommendation are here and here, somewhere here. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. My name is SlothFang, and as always, take care. And until next time, shop smart, have fun.